full body stretch. Sitting up tall, begin by bringing your chin down towards your chest and very slowly rolling your head over to one shoulder. And then very slowly taking your head over towards the opposite shoulder. Gentle half circles one more time, bringing your chin towards your chest, rolling to one side, and then completing by rolling over towards the other shoulder and bringing your head back to center. Take one hand over your head and gently bring your ear towards your shoulder, and then gently bring your chin forward for a back of neck stretch. Lengthen the opposite arm by pushing the heel of the palm down towards the floor, stretching through your shoulder and arm. And then releasing, placing the hand over your head and taking your ear over to the opposite shoulder. Gently bringing that chin forward. And again, lengthening the opposite arm out to the side while pushing the heel of the palm down towards the floor for an extra arm and shoulder stretch. Slowly and gently release. Take one arm overhead and gently tug on the elbow with the opposite hand for a tricep and shoulder stretch. Keeping your spine long, ribs in, core engaged. Switch to the other side. Slowly bring yourself to lie on your back. And then bring your knees towards your chest. We're going to take gentle hip circles by rolling the circles around out for a couple circles and then rolling the knees in for a couple circles. Gently place the feet down on the floor and take the right ankle over the left knee. Grab behind the left knee and just take a gentle stretch here, remembering to breathe. You can take your right hand and gently push the right knee away if you want a little bit more hip and glute activation, whatever feels good for you. Releasing that down, take the left knee over the left ankle over the right knee, grabbing behind that thigh and gently pushing the left knee away if this feels good for you. Breathing here. Gently lower down, bringing the right knee into your chest and lengthening that right leg up towards the sky for a hamstring back of thigh activation. Point and flex that ankle for a little extra activation. And place your hands on either the back of your thigh or the back of your calf. Just stay away from the actual joint. Bringing the knee into the chest and starting again, lengthening that leg up, pushing the heel towards the ceiling this time for a little bit more calf activation. Switch legs. Left knee comes in and then lengthens up. A nice back of thigh stretch here, pointing and flexing the ankle. Holding in the place that feels good for you. Staying away from the joint. Bend that knee into your chest and we'll take it up one more time. This time flexing the foot, pushing the heel towards the ceiling for a little bit more of a calf activation. Bending in and lowering down. Half happy baby. Bring the right knee into your chest. Grab the outside of the sole of that foot. Bend in toward your chest and lengthen the opposite leg out. Breathing into the front of the left hip and the right glute and hip. Take that right knee across the body, keeping both shoulders down, getting a nice stretch in your spine, in your ribs, in your hips, in your chest. Breathing into this. And switch sides. Set up for half happy baby on the left side. Lengthen that right leg down. The knee can stay bent on the right side if that feels good for you. Nice hip activation, opening of the hips, and glute stretch on the left side. Let's take that left knee across the body, same concept, keeping those shoulders down and breathing into any tight spaces. Hug both knees in and come rock up to sit. Let's find yourself onto hands and knees to set up for cat-cow. Wrists right underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. And then drop your head and round your back towards the ceiling. And then arch lift up. Again, round through the back. And arch lift up, separating the hips. You're just going to take little small circles for your lower back and your hips. And then round your back and sink back into a child's pose. Arching back up into that kind of cat-cow position. In this last one, we're going to round back and sink into a nice child's pose. To end today's stretch, you'll breathe and hang out here for a few.